what I think right now is that the Democrats are all in on two things, right? They're all in on these lockdowns. We're going to stay locked down forever. And they are all in on covering up for the Democrats. And they're covering up three things. They're covering up Obamagate. They're covering up the fact that this Tara Reade thing with Biden, which may be true or may not be true, but they're covering it up. They're playing it down. And they're covering up the fact that Joe Biden is now a houseplant, that he is so deteriorated over the last 6 months that he is no longer the man he was 6 months ago. He can barely keep a sentence together. I think 28% of Democrats are now saying that he's not going to be the candidate. And that creates large problems for the Democrats. So this seems to be what they're betting on. And yesterday we had two special elections in California. And the big one was that Katie Hill's seat, remember she was thrown out in that sex scandal, it seems to be going red. Now, in both of these cases, California counts a large number of mail-in votes after Election Day, so it is guaranteed they're going to try and overturn this election. It's like, oh yeah, I found, they'll go over to the Magic Castle and be like, oh yeah, I found these votes. There are thousands of votes in my pocket. They just keep coming out like a handkerchief. So we're going to see that, but it doesn't matter because we've already seen, we see you, and we've already seen that people are not buying into this. And yesterday, LA said, oh yeah, we're going to stay locked down through August, and then suddenly they said, it was like they put out this Emily Latella announcement. Never mind, where suddenly they said, yeah, we're going to stay locked down, but while we're locked down, we'll be opening up and we'll have a phase-in lockdown that will phase out as we open up and you'll be able to go to work. And basically what it comes down to is if we see a conservative on the street, we'll arrest him, but everybody else is going to be going back to work. And we know this is going to happen because Elon Musk reopened his factory and said, come and arrest me, come and get me, you guys. And they didn't because they know they can't lose Elon Musk and Tesla. And he opened it for perfectly good business reasons, which is they're opening in Detroit. They're opening the other motor companies. So he's got to be able to compete. So this is their strategy. And, again, I worry about Trump because I worry about the very things that got him elected or the very things that could get him unelected, his pugilism and his openness and the fact that he is off point for a lot of things. He was right about China. He was right about immigration. He was right about globalism and all the forces that are arrayed in favor of those things, in favor of globalization, which means being in favor of China as well, because that's part of their plan, and in favor of open borders. All those people are arrayed against him, and they're powerful. They are very powerful. However, listen to the things that are coming out. The House Intelligence Committee released 57 transcripts of interviews it conducted during its investigation into Russia's meddling with the 2016 election. All right. The committee probe started in January 2017 under Devin Nunes then, and it concluded in March 2018 with a report finding no evidence that the Trump campaign conspired with the Kremlin. And most of the transcripts were ready to release long ago, but Adam Schiff, my congressman, refused to release them after he became chairman. He only released them last week when the White House threatened to do it first. That's why he did it. He's saying, no, I had this and that. That's why he did it. All right?
Little pencil neck Adam Schiff.
Well, let's hear from Adam Schiff in March 2017. This is cut 15, and this is what he said repeatedly, and he said this and more than this. Cut 15.
I can't go into the particulars, but there is more than circumstantial evidence now. So, again, I think...
So you have seen direct evidence of collusion?
I don't want to go into specifics, but I will say that there is evidence that is not circumstantial and is very much worthy of investigation. So that is what we ought to do.
And he went on to say it was proved and all this stuff. None of this was true. Reading now from the Wall Street Journal. In July 2017, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper told Schiff and his colleagues, and this is under oath, right? I never saw any direct empirical evidence that the Trump campaign or someone in it was plotting, conspiring with the Russians to meddle with the election. 3 months later, former Obama Attorney General Loretta Lynch agreed that while she'd seen concerning information, quote, I don't recall anything being briefed up to me. Former Deputy AG Sally Yates concurred several weeks later. We are at the fact-gathering stage here, not the conclusion stage. The same goes for the FBI agents who started the collusion probe in 2016. Former FBI Director Andrew McCabe admitted the Bureau's reason for opening the case, which was that stupid Steele thing, was nonsense. Here's Adam Schiff yesterday on MSNBC, cut 6.
The Russians approached the Trump campaign. They did so in writing. They offered dirt they had on Hillary Clinton as part of what they described as the Russian government effort to help the Trump campaign. And at the highest levels, the Trump campaign said, yes, we'll take it, we'd love it. Don Jr. accepted. He set up a secret meeting in Trump Tower to get the dirt. The president's son-in-law was there. The campaign chairman was there. And what's more, the campaign chairman, in a different vignette, gave internal polling data to someone linked to Russian intelligence. You had other people like Roger Stone in touch with the Russian cutout that was publishing the stolen Hillary Clinton material through WikiLeaks. All of this is abundant evidence of collusion. But this is their attempt to gaslight America, and once again saying you can't believe your eyes, you can't believe what's written in the transcripts. You have to, accept our counter-narrative of things. But the evidence is there for all to see.
So now he's down to one meeting that Donald Trump Jr. said he probably shouldn't have done, but amounted to nothing. He's talking about Roger Stone, who was lying about talking to a Russian cutout. He just was bragging about this stuff. He's talking about nothing. It's kind of like they once read From Russia to Love, the James Bond novel. So they must have been. He's got nothing, and he's still lying. And MSNBC has still got this pencil-necked, turtle-faced liar talking to them. Having with his face hanging out, talking to them, and they know they're being lied to now. They know they're being lied to now. They know they're being lied to by a guy who lied and is lying now, and they're just going to go with it. They're going to keep banging that drum. Everything is tickety-boo, including the massive growth of the Daily Wire YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and catch all our future videos right here on YouTube.